It is official. Troll Lord Games is building our Troll Lord Games is building our very own print shop and warehouse. In addition to expanding Troll Lord Games operations, we are so excited to be bringing our printing services to any industry publishers that might be looking for a local, reliable, environmentally friendly way to get their books printed. Starting July 16th, we're partnering with BackerKit to bring you an easy, seamless way to leave your mark on TLG's legacy forever. This effort would not have been possible without the support of this incredible community, and we want to be reminded of that every time we step foot into our new facility. So, you'll be able to purchase a brick engraved with your name, which will line the walkway leading up to the entry of the building. You can have your name added to the wall of names in the interior of the entryway, or you can have your very own native Arkansan tree planted in a grove that we have planned behind the print shop, along with a plaque featuring your name. If you'd like to learn more about how you can leave your permanent mark on Troll Lord Games' legacy forever, you can find us on BackerKit right now under the campaign name TLG The Factory. We have been in business for 25 years thanks to your continued support and shared love for this hobby. We cannot wait to see what the next 25 years brings. I gotta give this a try. Trollza! That was bad.
Oh.
We're here. We're on the internet.
Hey,
We're
yo.
alive.
Right.
We are on the internet.
I forgot how to stream. I don't know how to do any of this. I don't have Twitch pulled up to read the chat or anything. I'm losing it.
That's exactly how it goes every time I start a stream. Like, wait, what do I do? How do I do this again?
Yeah. What's going on right now?
We're also very new to the stream. I can remember none of it. Chuck had to get OBS up and running yesterday. I had no idea what was going on.
Did you stream yesterday?
Yeah, I did. I just ran it because, you know, Chuck's meandered north to Chi-Town for his vacation. Yeah. He left us hanging when it came. Left me hanging. You guys know how to do it.
Why is it called Chi-Town?
I don't know why Chicago is called Chi-Town. The Windy City, that was the other name for it?
Well, CHI, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Town.
But shouldn't it be called Chi-Town?
I guess.
Maybe, who knows?
Chai latte.
Wait, I would start calling it Chicago.
Chicago. I think that's what people. I think that's how people from Chicago pronounce it. Is Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Hey,
Chicago.
Chicago.
I think y'all are going into a Milwaukee. I think y'all are going west with that. Or Minnesota.
We should just start calling Little Rock like our town or Rocktown or something. Oh, we call it Rocktown, don't we? Sometimes.
Rocktown is cool.
I don't know.
I barely know where I am at any given.
I know there's a distillery called Rocktown Distillery.
I think we call it Skid Row.
Oh,
no,
that's a good band.
So Davis, I gotta ask. So welcome everybody. This is Troller Games. This is our pre-show launch party for the Building Backer Kit campaign. And the thing I'm most curious about is why Davis is in a Hawaiian t-shirt today. What's going on?
I haven't washed any clothes in a long time.
There it is.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I've got a huge bag of dirty clothes, and I'm like, what am I gonna wear today? I don't know. Running out.
Does anybody?
You too.
Small Stone City. What's that?
Oh.
Or is that just the name of the city?
Small Stone City? Oh, Little Rock.
Oh,
There you go, Dakota.
Oh my
If you
God.
want to piss people off in Little Rock, just call it Small Stone City.
Small Stone City now. And then you can call North Little Rock North Small Stone City.
That's a lot of words.
Pebble City.
Pebble City.
Yeah. Oh, you should start calling people from Little Rock Pebbles.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I love that.
And from North Little Rock Boulders. Boulders versus Pebbles. You get a big old fight going on that bridge over the river.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, which bridge though? Which bridge? Broadway, the I-40 bridge.
What's the one with the train trestle?
The train bridge. I don't know. I don't know if it's got a name.
That's the fight on the train bridge.
Okay.
So you can fall through those little slots down into the river below and get
There you go.
huge alligators down there.
Dude, when you're fishing underneath that train bridge and a train goes over, it is so scary. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, I could have.
Oh my God, it's because it's loud. It's booming. It's like tung tung. It's crazy.
So Henry and I have been fishing like 5 times. We've caught nothing.
I don't think you're doing it right.
Yeah,
Probably
I think
not.
yeah, probably not.
You need a guided tour. You know what you need is a better boat, or at least a better motor,
Yeah.
so you can get to more fishing spots.
Yeah, and we were on the Buffalo the other morning. It was really pretty, but the river was flowing so fast.
That's when it's good trout fishing.
Yeah, that's what we were shooting for. He got trout bait.
Oh, nice.
But we were only on the bank by one of the things, so we
Yeah.
couldn't get up and down the river.
Heck yeah.
But it was
Also
pretty.
asks, what do you call someone from Boulder? If North Arkansans are Boulders.
Misplaced.
Wrong.
Wrong. Because there's no boulders in Boulder.
There's no boulders in
Yeah.
Boulder.
Yeah, it's right off the mountainside and with the mountains.
It is, yeah.
There's probably one boulder in Boulder. It was hauled in from Rocky Mountain National Park.
In Boulder?
The boulder. It was rolled down from. I wonder why they named it Boulder.
You're talking about Boulder, Colorado, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But is it spelled? It's not spelled the same as like a rock boulder, right? It's got a U in it, right? Is it Boulder?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's how you spell Boulder, isn't it?
I thought Boulder was just Bolder. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb.
It's
Maybe I'm outing myself as a non-spelling entrepreneur here or whatever.
It doesn't really matter. how you spell it. It's spelled incorrectly.
It's British for big rock.
Boulder means Bolder means more bold.
Oh, yeah.
We are
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, I
bolder.
just outed myself.
We are being bolder by building this print shop.
True. And you know what else we're being bolder about?
What's that?
Our printer.
Yes.
Woo!
There it is. Look at that
La
freaking
la.
thing. Look at that thing.
Look at that frickin'
Yes,
thing.
that is the new Rico or Rico. I guess it's Rico.
It's Rico, I think.
We call it
Rico
Rico.
7500 series.
Yeah.
Just installed, and I think you printed your first book yesterday, didn't you?
I printed my first book on it yesterday.
How'd it go?
All right. Forgive all the noise and crappy. I'm in a lawn chair. The print shop is in disarray right now.
It is in disarray.
I don't have an office chair anymore. I've got a lawn chair to sit in. But here's me for size comparison. It's big.
That's
It's a
huge.
big-
That's only, it's about 14 feet long, right? Dakota keeps going on.
It's 15 feet, 3 inches long, and then I think 4 feet at its tallest.
Ooh.
So,
The
It
whole
needs
point
a
of the whole point of the new print shop is to give Dakota a place to put his lawn chair
yeah,
and his grill,
exactly.
and his cooler beside him,
with a cooler full of beer. Exactly.
and a little creek running in front of it so he can
Dude,
fish. Print.
Dude, no, Davis, I'm telling you. So we were in BB the other day looking at the property. They had bush hogged it and staked it out or whatever. And on the way back to Little Rock, we got on the interstate and there was a property for sale. And Steve pointed at it and said, "Hey, we almost bought that one." And literally right at the edge of the property was a giant lake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, "Dude, why didn't you buy that?" Because then I would not print any books. I would just I'd be out there fishing and nobody would get books.
Print shop would be closed.
Yep, it would
That
be-
or you'd be there till midnight every night.
It'd be
True.
a full retreat.
It's the troll retreat,
Yeah.
honestly. No books would be done. But yeah, this was the first book to come off the new printer right here.
Oh.
Comrades.
Comrades.
Wait,
That
Grace,
is
you
a
haven't seen
really
Comrades
sensible.
yet?
I've
Oh,
not seen
yeah.
it. I mean, I've seen that book, but I haven't flipped through it yet.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about that new release?
We can, if you want.
Just a tad.
We
A
can.
touch?
I don't know much about it. I did, but what I do know is that I don't know if you can see it, but I did some writing for it, so now my name's in the book.
Yeah, Let's go.
It's the first time my name's ever been in a book, right
Dakota's first writing cred.
there. Yeah. My
And
first writing thing.
So you keep the first copy for yourself.
Well, I gave it to my girlfriend. My first
Oh.
copy. Yeah.
That's cute.
So that she could go around and tell people that she's dating a published writer now.
Technically true. The best kind of true.
Exactly.
You got to use that in a bar sometime, too. I'm a
True.
published writer.
I'm a published writer.
Yeah.
Be careful which bar you use that in.
Yeah, especially here in Little Rock.
So we're here to talk about our new factory
Yes,
Print shop.
yes, indeed.
and office, which we're opening up soon.
Soon being a relative term.
Yeah, much to my dismay, when Kent told me the construction time, I was like, "There's no way in." And he's like, "Yeah, that's how it works."
We don't know when soon is, but soon is soon.
Soon
I am
is honestly really
confident.
soon.
I'm confident that the week after Gen Con we will break ground.
Sweet.
That's
I
exciting.
think the way this is going to play out, we'll do the final signing next week. Then get a hold of Logan, schedule it, and of course we got to take off for Gen Con. And both Grace and I, well, on Dakota, but Grace and I need to be there for the groundbreaking.
Yes.
So I will put
excited.
everything
It's pretty cool, man.
until we get back from Gen Con.
And you know what we need to do after the groundbreaking? We need to take Grace to the diner.
Oh
Yes,
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because that was some good freaking food, dude.
I love a diner.
There was a
Love
little
it.
diner in town, and we went and ate at it. Man, it was so good.
Martha Jean's Diner there in
That's what
BB
it was,
Arkansas. Yeah, we
Top 3 best sweet teas I've ever drank.
it is really good.
Maybe
Really
we
really
can
good.
get them to buy a brick. Sponsor the shop.
Hey, there you go.
Not a bad idea. Oh, that's sort of cool. Yeah, you could actually wander around town and see if you want people to see if you can get people to sponsor a brick or something like that.
I do, we've talked to a few people there in BB, and it's nice, the reception. of just the couple of people that we've talked to has been very, very warm and welcoming, which is cool. They're all pretty fascinated about what's coming. So, because it's a print shop, right? And it's not just Kinko's. It's nowhere near a Kinko's. This is a book publishing print shop where we'll be manufacturing books from, zero to end game. So it'll be unique. And I don't know. Arkansas used to have a pretty good publishing house in Little Rock, but they've been out for 30 years, I think.
Since COVID. I think COVID exploded a lot of the print houses or something.
Yeah. Well, there was a large manufacturing facility in Little Rock, but I think it's been closed up for several decades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was the one downtown?
Yep.
Yep.
You remember the name of it now. They did magazines, books, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, you know what also imploded that? Is the reduction in the number of magazine sales. Like, magazines just don't...
No, they don't at all.
Yeah. Not like they used to, anyway. It was the main form of communication. Now it's like 5%, 1% of the communication. So.
And that is why we're bringing the Crusader back.
Yes.
We will single-handedly save the magazine. No. That's not going to happen.
Hey, we do have a question from Dice Envy. First time here, so playing catch up. What books are going to get printed? That's a good question.
Any and everything.
So in the print shop, what we can do currently is all soft cover books, both saddle stitch and perfect bound, and we do 95% of what we do is perfect bound. So we will be printing all of TLG's books. We'll be printing other publishers' books that come in, and we get, they're happy with the pricing and the quality and all that crap. So it'll be perfect bound to begin with, and the hope is we've bought enough acreage that the hope is we can expand into hardcovers in the next year or so. That's that's a huge leap. That's as big a leap from our current print shop to the build, to go from the build to actually doing hardcovers, because it's a lot of equipment. It's like 4 or 5 large pieces of equipment that allow us to do the smythe sewing and all that stuff. But we got a rep down in Georgia we've been talking to.
And don't I have to go to Germany for the training on that stuff?
No, it's all made in Georgia. So we just go down to Georgia, and Jennifer's our rep down there. She's super nice. She calls me about once every quarter, says, hey, still considering the hardbacks, which we will be even more so now because we've got plenty of acreage to move into if we want.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's 5 acres. We're going to use barely an acre of it. And the most we're going to use is for the turnaround for the trucks. So yeah, we're pretty jazzed, and we can do all other kinds of stuff too. We'll get a hat press. Davis has been wanting to do a forge forever, so we're going to do a little forge in there.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Let's go.
I used to make blades. I used to have a little forge at the house, and I would make knives and stuff. I'd make knives out of like horseshoes and railroad ties.
Davis may remember this, but years ago he had suggested that we take all my Dr. Pepper cans and melt them down and turn them into coins. TLG coins. That would be pretty cool.
We
That would be
should.
pretty cool.
I think it would be pretty cool to do something like that. That would be pretty funny. And you get like one of those little stamps like the Romans made, to stamp coins.
Yes. That would be
Poured
cool.
in. Yeah.
Stanford asks, is the operation strictly printing, or will it also will TLG also handle distribution and fulfillment? We're actually talking to one other publisher about distribution and fulfillment. Once the warehouse is up and running and we see what kind of space we have, we're definitely going to look into that. So we will almost certainly do it for that publisher, and as soon as that starts, that'll open the gates for others. We'll probably have to build a second building, or third building rather, but that's fine too. That's why we're not doing anything with that acreage yet. We could just sell it if we wanted to. We got a really great deal on 5 acres, paying the same for 5 that we would normally in BB for about 1, so we did really well on that. But we want it to sit still for a minute so we can see if we expand into it.
And I wanted to build a little castle on the extra acreage instead of all this other stuff. Just put a little castle up that's like...
Me
Never
and
too
Steve
late.
were talking about getting some of those little mini cows and a couple ponies and just sitting out there on the ponies like cowboys.
We could do miniature cows, miniature ponies, and Dakota and I could have miniature hats.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you know what you could do to save yourself some lawn work?
Thanks.
Goats. Like,
Yeah.
gate it off and put goats on there. That would be sort of cool.
Goats
Yeah.
would do it.
Or chickens. Chickens will do it too.
Yeah, chickens.
Chickens will eat the bugs, that's for certain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, chicken. You
True.
could turn it into a whole, like,
Petting
menagerie.
zoo?
Wait, why don't we build a dungeon?
Yes.
Actually build a dungeon under the ground.
That
Now
would
we're
be cool.
talking.
Okay, that would be really cool, minus the flooding portion. Nevertheless,
And then during Halloween we can turn the dungeon into a haunted house and make money.
My thought exactly.
Okay, that's
Or
a
an
great
escape
idea.
room.
Okay, and Ray Tales has a great idea. So there is actually a natural creek on the land, and Ray Tales says we got to have a bridge. Trolls like bridges, so we got to build a bridge over that creek that goes.
oh
nowhere.
yeah.
It's gonna be a really, really tiny bridge
Yes, it will be.
because it's a very tiny creek.
But it will have a big toll booth.
There you go. The trolls told.
Oh, and then we could put a goat at one end of the bridge. What's the goat
Billy
at the
Goat,
bridge?
the Billy
thing?
Goat, Billy
Yeah,
Goat's
Billy
Grove.
Goat's Gruff or whatever. Yeah. Put a goat at the end of the bridge. You have
We
to
could just
fight
have
the goat.
a video of Steve yelling at goats on the other side of a bridge.
I like it already.
Do you read about that? So there's this, I can't remember her name, but she has a YouTube channel. She started building a tunnel beneath her house.
Yes, very cool.
Yeah, and she's done this now. It's all elaborate and everything with city, the city got involved and made her do all those. schematics.
Someone reported her, and she wasn't doing things by code.
Haters.
But it wasn't her neighbors, right? It was someone on the internet reported her.
Yeah, with someone on the internet report. You know how anyway, yeah.
Of course.
People
So they
can't mind their own
reported her,
business.
and then she did all that work herself. I sat there and watched her video, and I was one of her videos, and I was like, holy shit, she's hauling up a ton of rock. And she just got bored one day, I think is when she started. She just didn't have anything to do, so she's like, well, maybe I should build a tunnel.
There's
And it's
nothing
turned
like
into
just
this-
digging a hole.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Ultimate
it's
boredom cure.
yeah. I can think of other things, but
Harry Stemford asks, is printing available in both full color and black and white, gloss and matte finishes? Yes, we've got all of that, and I got to tell you, we ran some color yesterday on it, and
On this thing.
Mhm.
yeah, where did you do with that sheet? Are they in?
It's in the mail room.
Yeah, the color quality is.
I'll grab something cool too that I got to play with yesterday. I'm so excited
Yeah.
about it.
Very exciting new machine.
it's a big machine.
Looks
This thing
huge.
is so freaking big.
Yeah, this isn't going to convey as well, obviously, over camera, but the color quality is just
really nice and vivid.
breathtaking. I mean, it really is. Yeah, I
It's
was
gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And you know how we got it to look so gorgeous is this printer. I'm telling you, I'm nerding out. I love all this.
Oh,
like,
so
mechanical
just to let everybody know, the
stuff.
printer got installed yesterday, and I was sitting here doing accounting all day. All day, it's all I seem to do anymore. And about every 30 or 40 minutes to go to a company, goes, it's got a spectrometer or whatever he would say.
Yeah, the spectrometer. That's what I'm about to show everybody.
He
It
was,
comes with a freaking spectrometer.
What's a spectrometer?
Dude, I didn't know until yesterday. I'll show you. It's freaking awesome. So
so much
I
stuff.
won't pull it all the way out, but it's this little machine deal right here, and you hook it up to the printer via USB, and then it's got like a white. I don't know if you can see that right there. It comes out, and it'll print like a test page that's got a bunch of different little cubes on it of a bunch of different shades of colors. And what you do is you take this and you set it on the test page and you run it across 10 lines. So you have to do it 10 times, and you run it across all these colors, and it calibrates the color variances and blah blah blah, and the
Oh.
toner mixing and all that stuff for each particular sheet of paper. Like if you're using 80-pound glossy, it'll calibrate it to that. Or if you're using 60-pound offset opaque paper, it'll calibrate it to that and make sure that the colors pop.
That is
It's
cool.
freaking, dude, this is the most intuitive piece of machinery I've ever played with, and I can't wait to get into it.
That is
Like,
So
awesome.
the other funny thing he discovered yesterday. So previous on our smaller printers, you would have to you'd have to manually set everything. So you want the page numbers on the even and odd pages to line up. So you hold it up to a page,
Oh,
you
yeah.
the light and make sure everything's lined up. That way your cut lines are right. And Mark or Dakota would go in there and have to manually move it by a millimeter, then go back in, move it another way, then move
And reprint it. We'd have to move it a millimeter, print that sheet, hold it up to a light. If it didn't match, move it another millimeter, print it, hold it up.
It would take like an hour and a half to kind of calibrate. Well, this thing did it in what, 30 seconds?
Yeah, so this thing, and actually the sheets are in there on the table too. So what it did is it printed out a grid basically, and
Oh.
And you could hold it up to a light, and then on the back it would show that the grid was like off center with itself, and then you would just hit realign, and then it would realign it, print it out, and then it would be all lined up perfectly, and it did it in like 25 seconds. The thing auto aligns the text on pages. It's insane.
Yeah, it's absolutely
It's freaking
awesome.
insane, dude.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Dude,
so
I'm telling you, this printer does everything. It's so
Sure.
cool. I can add bleed, so I can like make the pages have bleed on them, so that when I trim them, they trim nicer. I'm
Yeah.
telling you this.
It's going to improve everything. It's actually
Everything.
kind of
It sounds like everything's gonna go a
that's-
lot faster.
yeah. And it's escalated the binder issue. We're probably going to have to replace the binder sooner
Yeah.
than I anticipated, would be my guess.
Yeah, I
Uh,
had a ranking for TLG equipment of what I hate and love the most. Right now, the cutter's number one because the cutter's never failed me, and it's
Yeah.
just a great old piece of equipment. And,
100-year-old piece of
yeah, it's a 100-year-old cutter, and I
can.
love it the most out of everything here.
It was
And then
built
the
before
next thing,
machines failed.
exactly, yeah. And the next thing in line was the binder, which I'm not a big fan of the binder. And then the printer that we used to have, not this one, but the printer we used to have. I couldn't stand it. I hated it. Every single day I'd come in here, I'd want to put my fist right through the control panel on it. It was a horrible piece of equipment, and I won't out the brand, but I would never ever buy a printer from that brand ever again. Ever. It sucks. And then this right here has accelerated the binder to number one on my hate list now. So
And the Rico is a Japanese brand, right?
Yes. Made in
That's
Japan.
cool.
yeah, made in Japan.
What we need is a tier list video of you going through all of your equipment.
Oh, dude, I'll do it too. I will. I'll do it. I'll do it. The Beast, if we go through everything, then the Beast is going to be number one. Because, I mean, it's the Beast.
That's the truck.
That's the truck, by the way.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the TLG truck that's been hauling stuff to conventions for what, 20 years now?
Okay, I have a nickname for the computer, for the printer,
Okay.
the Starship Trooper.
There you go.
Let's go.
Remember who Rico? Rico from Starship Troopers?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. Yes.
We had a
Or the
couple
Star?
of
We could call it the
questions.
Star Blazer to pull in the Japanese and
Um,
American thing.
Hold on, hard cabal. Hold on, I'll get you. Hold on.
Also, Harry asked what page sizes are being offered.
8.5 by 11.
Well, we'll be able to go bigger than that too. It's got, so what's really cool, you can see underneath the monitor there, that little gray kind of box thing. When you slide
Oh, yeah.
that, it scans the type of paper, the thickness of paper, and the size of the paper, and then
It's
it's
insane, dude. I'm telling, it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I was geeking out yesterday.
Sorry,
And that's what
Harry,
this
it's
Coming
not-
Backer Kit campaign is all about, is to find that printer behind Dakota a home where it is safe and it's got its own room, air conditioned with, good floor, not near the binder, not near anything else except stacks and stacks of paper to print books. And that is one of the nice things. It's got a rolling paper tray that fills, that Dakota will be able, he won't have to lift everything.
Cart,
He
yeah.
take the cart, roll the cart into the binding room, and bind away.
It comes with two.
And just to let everybody who is joining us know, we're going to launch here in a few minutes. We're going to launch a kit campaign for the build. This isn't really a traditional campaign. We've already secured financing for this building. We've already purchased the land. All of that's going forward. You can see the printer we've already acquired behind Dakota. Everything's going forward. This campaign is really, we've partnered with Backer Kit to reach as many people as possible who may want to join in and participate and have your name etched on a brick or your name put on a wall. Or if you want to buy a tree, we're going to have at least 10 trees planted in this nice kind of grove area behind benches. I'm a big sit outside type of guy, and one of the things when we started this project, Dakota asked for was a place to sit outside and eat lunch. So we're going to have what's called the Mordias Grove in the back. It'll be Arkansas-based trees. It's just Arkansas's weather is really, really tough, so we don't want to bring any decorative trees that are going to die in 3 years.
It'll kill them quick, yeah.
It's windy, it's rainy, tornadoes, it's hot, it's cold, it's all of those things. So we're going to just go with trees that have the best chance of surviving, which of course, if we really wanted to go Davis's route, would all be blackjack oaks. Is that
There'd be locust trees everywhere. There'd be
locust trees? Because they can survive our rather inviting environment. And we are going to launch this in 3 minutes. So I don't want you to think of this campaign as something that we're funding. There's no stretch rewards. There's no add-ons. There's none of that stuff. It's really how much do you want to join in and participate, being a part of this. And I think it's relatively rare to see RPG companies build their own facilities like this. I believe Reaper did it.
Reaper did it. I think it's
Yeah,
the only
Reaper
one that I can think of off the top of my
and
head.
way back in the 80s, Steve Jackson Games, I think had their, but they may have only had their own warehouse. I don't know if they did their own printing. But this is really an RPG company we're making books. We've been doing it for years, and now we're just going to really expand it, and we're inviting you guys to join in. And it's like Grace so aptly pointed out, it's something that every day we get to go to work, we'll be reminded of all of you all who have helped us get to where we are when we see your names, Tom Dulles of Matt Dragon Games, on a brick as we walk up the pathway or what have you.
When I'm going to eat lunch and I drop a taco on one of your names, I'm apologizing in advance for that.
Right.
Yeah, and we got the so is the backer kit live yet?
It will be in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
We have our landing page, which I've linked below, and it's a pinned comment. So if you want to check out the landing page and get the TLDR on what all this is.
Real quick, Harad Cabal question, paper cutter, civilian use. Look into Sterling products. Sterling's got a lot of smaller end stuff that's fairly priced. They've got cutters and binders. We use a Sterling digibinder for our Perfect Bound machines, or Perfect Bound books, and it works really well. I know I just said I hated it, but it's because it's been used and abused. I think it just hit like 80,000 books the other day. So.
Well, and we're having some trouble getting parts now.
Yeah, and
It's a lot of miles.
As I knew would happen, and we're fixing to have to machine those parts. As soon as we get the starter set caught up, we're going to start machining parts for it.
Yeah.
Question, will this allow you to do your own hardcover books too?
So the printer is more than built to print what we need in the books, but we don't have the binding equipment yet. That's coming soon, we hope, probably sooner than I anticipated.
But
we've
the
got
answer
all
is
that
yes.
lined up. Do what?
But the answer is yes.
Yeah, I'm going to very tentatively
That
say.
rocks.
So Dakota and I are going to go. We're going to fly down in probably about 3 or 4 months to Georgia and meet with Jennifer and sit down and see exactly what it entails, because I think it's really labor intensive to do the Smythe Zone. And we don't. One of the things we don't want to do when we go hardcover, when we start making our own hardcovers, is take a step back in quality. We want to make sure it's quality, so it has to be the Smythe Zone. So the answer is a tentative yes. So
yeah.
Very, very exciting.
Would it be advantageous or even available for us to like tour Walsworth? Like, could we do that?
we probably could go up and do that for sure. They've got
kind of just look at what they've got, like their setup.
Yeah, the only thing that would shift if we manage this Smythe Zone, the only thing that would shift majorly is they still do our hardcovers in offset printing, and we would not be doing an offset printer is gigantic and it's a whole different ballgame. But the binding equipment, I don't know. Yeah, they probably use the same binding equipment, almost guaranteed.
So wait.
Just be kind of cool to go see them in action,
Also, the campaign is live. I've posted the link. We're
Did it
live.
start on its own? I didn't know if I had to start something.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
Hey guys, does the thing work?
It started live at 10. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So wait, I have a question then.
Yeah.
Wait, you
Yeah,
said
it's
the what's
It is live now.
Walsworth would still be doing our offset printing?
No. So
Oh.
Walsworth prints right now using an offset printer.
Oh, okay, I see what you're
And
saying.
that machine behind Dakota is a digital printer. You wouldn't really see a change in quality. It's just there is a little bit different. There's a little bit different. In
Well, offset printing, is that with the plates, right?
yeah. The big sheets and the rolls and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to. That's why it's so expensive. Because like when we do a new book, we have to get custom made plates.
Yes.
For each page. And
So we just reprinted the CKG and we replaced, I don't know, I think it was 26 pages or something, and it was $14 a plate, I think is what it cost.
So for
a piece of advice to anyone out there who submits documents, PDFs or whatever format they take for printing, when you have to go back and correct after they send you a galley copy or whatever, when you have to go back and correct, I mean, each page, each like sentence or comma so you correct on a page costs you money.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, so be careful if you're ever sending stuff off to print.
Fosco, DM Chris, thank you so much. We're at 4 backers and $400. We're doing bricks.
Yeah, so on the
Woohoo.
bricks, so you guys go down on the bricks, and there's the brick pathway set up, right? So the bricks, if you donate a brick, your name gets engraved into the brick, and it goes onto the pathway. Now, I'm still in the process of discussing with my brother because I wanted to do a wall, but you need enough bricks to do a wall, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to do a crinkle wall. You know, send who's online that I can send an image of a crinkle wall to.
What's a
What do you mean?
crinkle wall?
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's a curvy brick wall.
Oh. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. They do it a lot in Europe.
Yeah, it's pretty popular in Europe.
It's a brick wall that looks like a snake. It just snakes.
Yeah, it snakes around. I think they're really pretty walls. They actually serve a purpose, and I can't remember the purpose.
Yeah, it's I think it's weather related. I think.
I know Dave's talking about. So the bricks that we're going to use to have your names engraved can be put in a walkway for sure. But what they can't be, my original concept was to have them put in the building's going to have wainscoting on it, brick wainscoting for the first 3 feet or something like that. And that's where the names will be. So you're actually part of the building. But these bricks are not structurally designed to hold and bear weight like that. So they're going to go in a walkway. But what Davis is talking about is actually doing a brick wall, right, Davis?
Yeah.
Just so the walkway is just the walkway, and the brick wall is people's names, kind of. These bricks, we could certainly do that. I mean, certainly do that.
Yeah, Grace, I sent you an image of a crinkle wall. If you could put it up online, that way Steve can see.
Yeah.
Ken, I'll send you a pictures too.
Okay.
Fine.
I'm also
Hey,
going to be
well, send
writing a
me one on
newsletter
here,
while
too.
we're here. Oh, it's
Yeah,
cute.
Dakota,
I love these.
yeah, no, they're really, really cool.
Oh, another brick in the wall, Commander Pete. That's a good one.
And
Brought to you by Pink Floyd.
That would actually be very cool, and that's one of the things that. So Davis will be in charge of this. Davis has actually got an extraordinarily good, is that the right word? Green thumb. He can get anything to grow, layout, design, that type of stuff. He does it all the time. So he'll be in charge of the grove. So maybe we do. Maybe we end up doing the crinkle wall or whatever, whatever you're calling it.
This is what it looks like.
That's what it is. Yeah, Willie just said what they're for, by the way. Why they're beneficial.
what are they for? I'm not on Twitch. What are they for?
Crinkle walls are self-supporting and do not need buttresses.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's oh, so they're like mini arches on their side.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they're pushing against each
Oh.
other, so they don't need like the big ballard buttresses.
Yeah, the ballards to hold them in. Yeah, fascinating. Okay, I did not know that.
Shout out to Tarek, new CNC DM here. Awesome game. I just got to the 3 core books and it really captures the vibes from old editions. Going to use it for my next Dragonlance campaign.
Oh, sweet Dragonlance too.
Thanks, buddy.
Yes. Todd is a huge fan of Dragonlance. I am too, but Todd loves it. He'll love to hear that. Perhaps a TOT marijuana farm. If that's a legal in
Let's go,
Arkansas.
dude.
I think it is. We have dispensaries, but I don't know if they have grow. I think they have grow licenses here too, which is funny.
We just roll high.
Yeah,
roll.
Yeah. Yes, no,
This
my
generous makes me
neighbor
laugh.
who owned that big landscaping company looked into getting the dispensary because he wanted to go into it, and he had
But can we grow in Arkansas? I'm not
no.
sure. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if
No,
we.
don't anyone.
Are you in Arkansas, Sparky? Is Sparky in Arkansas?
Yeah, he's up.
Okay, so then yeah, he said that there's a lot of grow operations in his neck of the woods.
Oh, so it is illegal to grow.
It's I knew that
License.
the dispensaries were medically legal here. I didn't know if you could get grow licenses or if you had to ship in.
I think you have to be licensed by the state. And
Yeah,
they're
well,
like
yeah, you have to. Yeah.
freaking expensive. And I don't know if I remember when all that stuff came through. I mean, it started out west, but then when it popped here, you know, I was in the landscaping industry, so there were a lot of people who were interested in that. Since they grow plants anyway, they already had the greenhouses, they had setups and everything like that. But the input cost was so high that most of them just back then. The input return was just not good.
That's funny.
No, they're-
I didn't say legal.
Oh, is that what he said?
Oh, so he said there's all kinds of grow ops in his neck of the woods, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And then he said, I didn't say legal.
Yeah. I remember when I used to do surveys here too, and oh my God, if we ever saw one out in the woods, like any marijuana or anything like that, groves and stuff like that, we were told to just leave, just turn
Yeah.
around and leave and go away.
Back in the 80s and 90s, if you ran into that stuff, it was almost always booby trapped.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yes, there were fish hooks hanging in the trees. There was,
Ew.
it was,
Oh yeah.
and I got escorted down at gunpoint one time, and I was like,
Dude.
okay.
Dude, that reminds me of a story. When I was working at Nixon, so before I worked here, I worked at what was called RP Power, and then it got bought out by Nixon Power Services, and it's a generator company. We worked on big generators and whatnot, and I got sent out to work on a generator here in Arkansas at one time. It was a crappy, like, 1990 something generator, and sitting in the middle of a weed field here in Arkansas, and they were like, hey, you know, they used it. I don't know what they used it for actually, but they used it for something, and they wanted us to get it working, and they wanted to pay cash only, and there was dudes walking around with guns all over the place, and I was like, I called my dispatcher and I was like, do not send me out here ever again. I am not. No, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
I'm done. I'm out.
No, absolutely not. We will not work on that one ever again. Just-
We will not be escorting people off the property.
Yeah.
We are growing the TTRPG community.
All right.
Hey, so how small a print run could we do potentially?
What do you mean?
Like, if someone wanted their books printed, for example.
I can
know it's
print. I can print one book.
no, profitably.
Oh,
Like, what are we offering?
Probably 25.
Really? That small?
generators I used to work on.
I mean,
you care not.
their cost of goods is going to be higher at 25. Our price breaks begin at 100.
Okay.
But we can print pretty small. I believe we're going to do some stuff for Game Hole Con, like 50 sets of them.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. No, I think that's an exciting thing too. And this again, we got to get it up and running first.
Yes.
We got to get our stuff takes priority until we get all the Kinkles worked out. I don't think we will probably offer it out until we got the Crinkles worked out.
We'll start taking jobs. Yeah. The nice thing is, before the facilities, Dakota's already started running his first books.
Yeah.
So we got official training coming in about 2 weeks. I think they said 2 to 3 weeks. But the guy yesterday, the tech kind of showed Dakota how to do
Stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so once we get kind of through what we're doing right now, which should be today.
I probably know about 5% of what this printer can do. Honestly, if I'm being
That's so
serious,
cool.
I know how to print things, and I know how to imposition things. That's about it. But there's so many different windows and tabs and settings, and yeah, y'all might not be getting your orders for a couple weeks because I'm just gonna be in here geeking out on this printer.
DM John, community tours. Yep, we're going to do stuff like that. We're definitely going to do a grand opening once the facility's all up and running. That'll probably be in, I'm guessing, October at this point. September if we're very, very lucky, but it's probably going to be October. And then we're looking at things like doing small troll cons on the property, in the warehouse, stuff like that. We just kind of got to, once we get that all set up, we're going to see where we land. Shovel, when will the shovel be put in the ground? We are hoping. I've been hoping it was supposed to happen in June, but that didn't happen for a variety of regulatory means. But we're hoping right after Gen Con is when we are. All the paperwork should be cleared by next week. I got to be in Comic Con, so that's going to interrupt it. And then Gen Con right after that, I'll get back from Comic Con, and then I think 24 hours later we go to Gen Con, and then we'll get back from Gen Con on the 4th, I think. So I'm thinking somewhere around August 5th, we will begin building. And just to let everybody know that's just kind of joining us, we've already secured financing for this. This isn't a crowdfunding campaign where we're asking you guys to help us build this. This is a crowdfunding campaign where you guys, if you want to be a part of it, if you want your name stenciled on a brick and to be a part of this print facility, this landmark, hallmark in RPG history, then hop over and buy a brick or get your name on a wall. Or if you're inclined to plant a tree, we're going to do up to 10 trees. We're going to do trees regardless, but if you want the tree to be yours with your name and a plaque on there, hop in there and have at it. So that's the hope, Johan. First week of August.
So basically, what he's saying is, please buy trees so that when I'm out in the yard eating my lunch, I have some shade to sit under in this really hot Arkansas weather.
You know, it's gonna be great if we sell all 10 trees, or if people buy all the 10 trees and they're all locust trees. So you're sitting under these, the briars on locust trees are just wicked.
Yeah, they are. They are wicked. You're right. They're wicked. They hurt. I was walking around out there in the property when we went out there last week or whatever. I left my tennis shoes in the truck, in my truck, and we took Steve's truck out there. And I had slides, you know, like my slippers, because I wear those around the print shop because we have cushioned floors and I can take my shoes off easily and walk around in my socks. And I wore those out to the property, and I had a thorn, I don't know what kind of bush it was, but it was a thorn. It was that freaking long, and it went straight through my slipper into the bottom of my foot. My sock filled up with blood. It was great. It was awesome.
That's horrifying.
great.
All right, Commander Pete. Yes, that's some. Let me see if I can fix that. That is not right.
Mason's Path, Merdias Grove.
It is currently limiting to just one tree. I got to get in and figure out how to fix that mess.
Okay, what's the pledge on the trees?
$2,500 for a tree.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so I just want to be clear on the trees as well. Is that these aren't the little
Saplings.
Yeah, they're not saplings. These are already
Grown.
established trees. Yeah. So it's the reason it's one of that. Those are so expensive. Is it's going to take one of those big, huge ass trucks with those.
The giant drill augers. Yeah.
Yeah, but they come in from the side like claws and dig the whole tree out.
Yeah. I know. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, and then they're going to come in and we're actually have a tree service moving. I think they'll be, what, 15 to 25 feet tall?
Yeah, each of them come in at that, and you're right. I mean, the tree itself is, I think it's 500 to 700 for the tree itself, and then having it planted and all that business. Yeah, but all of them are saplings, so they'll have root systems, a good root ball on them, you know, and planted. It won't be me and Davis out there with a pickaxe and a shovel.
No. Yeah, these are professional arborists who are coming in with their equipment and huge trees. This is the one where they have to bring the trees in on the semi, right? On the back, on a skid loader or whatever.
Yes.
And put into the ground so that it's put in properly. I think they start out at between 15 and 25 feet tall, maybe.
Yes. No, you're 100% right.
Yeah. So they're going to be mature and established because getting trees to grow in Arkansas can be, how shall we say, challenging in the least.
Yeah.
I ordered 19 trees from the Arkansas National Forestry Service or whatever to put up here that are native to the Ozarks and native to this particular area of the Ozarks. Of the 19 trees that I planted, one survived. And I planted them properly, and I watered them properly.
You're in the Ozarks. BB has got actual dirt.
Yeah, no, it's really hard up here. It's hard. It can be really hard.
And BB's dirt is like super nutrient rich. They have a lot of farms and stuff up there.
Yeah.
BB's right off the Ozark Plateau. It's wet, good dirt. Yeah, where Davis is, it's just
it's rock.
It's just
it's like shale rock.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Evcon asks, will there be a stump for drinks on the factory porch? Absolutely. And someone else mentioned,
if you buy a tree, we'll cut it down and make the stump out of it.
But I'm in the process of finding a good old-timey Dr. Pepper drink machine. I'm gonna buy that, and that's gonna go in the facility. However, I'm gonna put like $52 per drink on there to keep Dakota from drinking all my Dr. Peppers.
I'm just gonna unplug it so they're not cold when you get there.
All right, I think we of course we need a spittoon. It's a South.
Do we need?
But who choose dip?
I'll start.
Wait. Do we need a rocking chair, or do we need a glider?
No, we need a porch swing.
A glider's the way to go.
Sorry.
The
stream
gliding
crashed for
rocking
a
chairs.
second.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
fine
those are
now.
kind of cool.
So the stream crashed. Davis, you
Yeah.
crashed the stream somehow.
Sorry about that, gang. I don't
You
know
know what we
happened.
need? You know what we actually truly need? We need to build a freaking runway out there since I'm a pilot and TLG buys an airplane.
Now we're talking.
Then you could just fly around and pick everyone up for Gen Con. They wouldn't have to drive.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I can fly everywhere.
Exactly.
An open bar. I like that idea a little better.
There, now we're talking.
Yeah, you threatened the Dr. Pepper and the screen crashed, Dakota. That's what happened.
Damn, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to crash the stream with the Dr. Pepper slander.
So, Dakota, you weren't born, but Davis, you remember Grandma Harris. She sat in that metal glider on her porch. That's crazy comfortable. And they made a comeback. You can get metal gliders now. Very nice.
Where her metal gliders went to. Because remember she had the single and the dual?
Yeah, your cousins, Mark and Kim, are not sentimental, so I know where they went to.
No, Kim went to that shed and said, you better take what you want because it's going in the garbage as soon as you leave. I was like, oh, all right. I got enough stuff.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to get this letter out real quick. Dakota, you and Davis, you guys got the calm. Because Grace has also put in something.
I just sent the newsletter.
We got the
and
comm?
social media post. So
Okay, good news.
All right, so
Good,
Dakota,
David.
I'm just gonna hit
then
Discord.
how small a book can you produce? I'm sort of curious about that. Do you think?
Well, the
curious about that
smallest
too.
that I have produced is the 5.5 by 8.5.
So like a paperback, normal
Yeah,
paperback.
so like the Game Master's Tricks of the Trade, or like your epistolaries for
Yeah.
those size
Okay.
books. Yeah, that's the smallest that I've ever produced. Now, could I go smaller? Absolutely. The binder is capable of it. The printer certainly is capable of it. The only issue is the smaller you go, the more I've got to mess with the cutter, and it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But the cutter being as old as it is, yeah, I would have to cut like 10 books to get the sizing right.
Okay.
And then
All right,
draw
so-
on it with a Sharpie to know where I need to line up my cut lines.
I'm going to pull out a few books here. This is sort of like, here's some books,
Okay,
right?
I can do the Conan one, yeah.
Okay, so you got the Conan one. This is your typical paperback size.
Yeah, I could do that, yeah.
All right, so there's The Infinite Plan by Isabel Allende. But
Okay.
this is, okay, so that's the difference in size in those,
Yeah,
right? And this size, for me, is a perfect reading size,
yeah.
right?
Now, as far as the binder goes, I don't know. I mean, I think the binder can go pretty big as far as I've printed. So if you've seen the hold on, the M&T, how thick it is. Whenever we were doing Reforged, like at the beginning of the whole Reforged run,
Yeah.
I was Finn. He wanted actual physical editorial proofs that he could flip through and like mark on pages and stuff instead of doing it on the computer.
Yeah.
So I would have to print and bind editorial proofs of the M&T, CKG, PHB. So I've done books as thick as that. Actually, I can go grab them if you want me to real quick to show you.
Yeah.
They're in the mailroom. Here, I'll go grab them real quick.
Thick and thin, because I have like ideal size.
But like as far as my only concern, I don't have any concern with sizing. Like I especially with how intuitive this freaking printer is. I
yeah.
can size books just about any size you want. I could make probably one of those little pocket digest books if you wanted me to. But it's page count with the binder that's going to start getting finicky. Cause
Well, that's what I'm concerned about is the page count on the binder.
yeah, I don't know what that binder can handle. But I'll be right back. Hold on.
I'm looking for the best, most perfectly sized book that's not the typical hardback size. Like the Codex of Air, big book. And there's Aztecs. So that's another. I like this size book.
Okay, I'm back.
Have to measure.
So this is the thickest book I've done on the binder.
Uh-huh.
Right, it's got a nice square back to it. The binding is nice and tight.
Yeah.
It's soft cover. It's the CKG. It's the Editory Proof of the CKG.
Oh, okay.
So this is the thickest book I've ever done on the binder.
So that's 300 pages.
Yeah, 357, 358. No, 368. Sorry. So yeah, 368 pages. And I mean, it you know, Finn creased it, and edited it with it, so it held up. I think it'll work.
Hey, look, I bought this at the Dixon Street bookstore.
Grace,
Yeah.
can you check Signal, please?
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
So if anybody wants the very first editorial proof of the CKG in softcover, I'm selling it for $5,000 direct payment to me. No, I'm just kidding. You can have it. That's the first. This is the first reforged CKG ever printed and bound ever.
There you
I'm selling it for $5,000 direct payment to Boat Company X.
Exactly. Yes. To Boat to Company X.
Yeah.
It go public. Thank you. Thank you for that. It will. We'll have it up and running, hopefully very, very soon. Sundance. We currently we won't be able to do hardcovers, but that is definitely in the offing. Probably in 6 months or so, we will. Dakota and I'll go down to Georgia and talk to the reps down there to see what it's going to entail to actually get us into that side of things. But for the time being, it will be Perfect Bound Books. We will be doing that, and we just secured the first. So TLG used to do a lot of outsourced clients, and Davis, you were talking about when we were going to take outside jobs. Well, we just secured one as we were talking, so so that begins now. But it'll be Perfect Bound on that as well. And then Odd One Man has a question: what is the biggest inspiration for adventures, and do you have a plan with adventures? So I'll kick that off while you guys kind of ponder it. That's really, Dakota doesn't run many adventures, but you've run a few games.
Yeah.
My
Came
biggest
up with a really good idea the other day.
You did. You came up with a fantastic idea. My biggest inspiration is probably going to be something visual. It's usually something I see, whether it's on TV, the movies, or I could be driving through the Ozarks or somewhere in Arkansas, anywhere in the country, and I see like a swamp, a bog, anything like that, and suddenly I'll start thinking, okay, wait a minute, what could I do? What could I do with that? So visual for me on the adventurers, I think, without a doubt. But I don't, as for planning them, I don't really plan my adventures a lot because players tend to do all kinds of shit. Their characters and go left, right, and center. So what I'll do is generally kind of have a loose idea of what I want to do with this bog or peat marsh or whatever it is, and then go from there. That's kind of how I do that. Davis, you wanna answer that?
Yeah. Most of my adventures start with like me getting a letter from the state saying you haven't paid X bill, and I'm like, how are they going to collect this shit? The adventures are going to be the tax collector. No, I would say, I don't know. That's really hard to say. Some of them are real life experiences. Others are just like visuals. But usually an adventure is pulled from several different sources. Like I'll see something and think that's cool, but have nothing to do with it. And then I'll see something else and think that's cool, but have nothing to do with it. Read something that's cool, but have nothing to do with it. And then suddenly, in some random thought, they'll all come together. I'm like, oh, there's an adventure. I can pull a character from here, an event from here, a visual from here, and I've got an adventure. Pretty much that's how it is. So there's actually always a visual element to it, a textual element to it, and usually a plot element. Like I know for a long time a good source was Braudell's History of the Mediterranean. He had like 3 books.
Yeah. It's a fantastic.
So if you read Braudell's books, there's so many personal stories in there from people who lived during that time. They're the events of their lifetime, and a lot of those stories are absolutely fascinating. So there's that's the textual input that I would get, like a plot input or something like that. And then I'll combine it with a visual that's pulled from movies, comics, something like that. I know Conan was probably for a very, very long time a big inspiration. Frazetta, like, what's the Frazetta picture where it's in the snow and the female barbarian is holding a spear and there's 3 wolves?
Oh yeah, that's a great piece.
I do not know how many times I started an adventure out with the characters out in the woods, surrounded by wolves, because I thought that was such a cool imagery, right? But yeah, like that, I think would be the.
Grace, did you want to answer that, or do you want to?
Sundance Kids question.
No, Odd One Man. Biggest inspiration for adventures. And do you have a plan with adventures?
Ooh, man. Biggest inspiration for adventures. Man, for how few like TV shows and movies I watch, I pull stuff all the time from TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
One of these days, Grace, we're gonna just put a TV in front of you.
Yeah.
And a keyboard.
You'll have to strap me down like the guy from Clockwork Orange,
That's right.
which I haven't seen.
It's like I can tell you the genesis of like a thing right now that popped into my head. Like, it popped into it yesterday, but I actually figured out a thing to do with it today, though not finalized it. So I went over to visit Finn yesterday. Right, I was talking to Finn.
Yeah.
And Finn and I were sitting there talking about the last book that he wrote, Finnica.
Yes.
Or Etica.
Etica landed on the desk. He's working on Finnica now.
Okay, so apparently his great-great-grandfather contributed to the major book that he used for information on that, the Poetics.
Oh man,
Yeah.
small world.
So his and he only found that out while researching the book, right? And that it was his great-great-grandfather who actually had contributed to that text. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, we don't have that interesting a family tree, not like that. We just have that one bordello on the river, you know. And so it occurred to me this morning, what can I do with like Chenault's bordello? And I'm going to put Chenault's bordello in Bergman, and I'm going to use it as a bar place to start adventures for people from Bergman Outlet-ish. So that's how it generates a random conversation with Finn, my family history, and then a place, Bergman, and all I need is some imagery for the type of, and I think I found the imagery this morning too, anyway. But that's how it generates. I come up with an idea, I just need a plot hook.
And see, will you do more box sets in the future? Kevcon asked, could those be done in-house? And what kind of hardcover book binding will you do? So the box sets, we probably will not do those anytime soon. I've seen the equipment that is required to make a box set, and it is huge, and it's a whole new level. We are currently using Brimar box making out in Brimar boxes out in Ohio, and they're fantastic. We don't have anything on the docket. Well, no, that's not true. The Castle Zagigs will all 3 books will be in their own boxes, and those will be done at Brimar. So we probably won't be doing boxes anytime soon in the future, but the hardcovers, it'll be Smithstone. We're not going to go, we talked a little bit earlier, we're not going to go back in quality. So if we do manage to get into hardcovers, and I think that's a distinct possibility, we'll do Smithstone. I've seen the equipment, I've priced the equipment, it's all, we know what we need, we just need to make sure that we can actually do it. It's very labor intensive, so it's a whole new. But as excited as Dakota was, I cannot impress on everybody. Dakota kept coming in here every 30 minutes or so with something new on that printer. He was so excited about it.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, it's cool. It's the coolest.
If
so
we got
awesome.
him a whole bunch of bindery equipment, he would absolutely love it.
I would have a heart attack. I would have a stroke and die.
It is, because that equipment is like the cutter. It's not digital, electronic. It's machinery. It's very cool. Very factory-esque.
Yeah, I worked on generators the size of houses with giant 32-cylinder diesel engines and alternators that could crush you and kill you in about 5 seconds. And this is the coolest piece of equipment I've ever got to play with. So it's a testament to how just neat this is. It's super cool.
So I'm going to send you my push mower so you can fix that.
I can work on your push mower. I used to work on cars and generators. Very mechanically inclined individual, so machinery always makes me happy no matter what.
Yeah.
But this particular machinery right here is like, I don't know. Exactly. New toys are always great. I just bought a boat 2 weeks ago.
Hey, congrats.
And I get to play with my new boat. So yeah,
That's exciting.
Hey, send me a picture of your boat.
Okay, I'll send you a picture of my boat.
Sweeper AZ says, does this mean reforged versions of the pocket manuals are a possibility? Yes. Now, we've done those before. We have done the digest-sized player's handbooks and whatnot. But what we basically did is we shrank the text down to about 4 font or 4.5 font, and it made it extremely difficult to read. Davis is already having a stroke thinking about it. So I've talked to Peter a number of times, and he really wants to take this material and shrink it, or to reformat it for a digest version. So when we do that, and it's not a matter of if we're going to definitely do it, but they'll be slightly reformatted. We're going to do the same thing for the flip books, reformat the stuff just to make it fit and a little bit more cohesive. We'll have to lose some art. Quite a bit of the art will have to be lost. But yes, we will be doing those.
I think we should make it a negative font.
There you go. So it's bigger. Wait, flip? What? I don't know. Now, someone just asked, what do you credit the recent growth to?
You guys.
At the end of the day, I mean, I think more and more people have discovered Castles and Crusades all over the place, been scooping it up. The Reforged helped immensely. Grace has been doing a fantastic job. Everyone at TLG has been doing a fantastic job. The industry in general, I think a lot of 5th edition players began to spread out and look for new games to do. You see this every time there's a new edition of Dungeons & Dragons that come out. Brings in a huge number of people. A lot stay with D&D, but a whole lot are like Davis back in the day when Davis bought the AD&D books, when he first got the Player's Handbook back in 79 or 8 or 7, whatever that was. He almost immediately began buying, and I got a box of his RPGs in the mailroom. He just began buying stuff that was coming out. So you see that. So I think you see a lot of folks coming over to Troll Lord Games, having discovered CNC, and it's just a good community. I think all the way around it's a good community, and it's just let people in. So I think that's helped immensely.
It comes down a lot to like how vocal you guys have been to like your friends and like other gaming communities about Castles and Crusades and Amazing Adventures, and like being so committed to bringing new people in. That's done everything for us.
Yeah.
That helps so much.
Yeah,
I'd like to piggyback on that question, or that question. That is it. What was it? What do we attribute to our most recent success, or whatever? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would like to just say that it's me.
The books being made.
Yeah.
And
I'm here. New printers getting built. Factories getting built. I mean, come on now. That wasn't happening a year ago. Just saying. Just saying.
My hair's turning
No, I'm
gray.
just kidding. It's you
Thanks, Dakota. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Willie, for that. Thank you from the Great White North. I haven't heard that in a while, but
The Great White North.
I absolutely love that moniker for Canada. It is fantastic. How's it going, Tank Ferret? Thanks for joining the stream. I see Wolf Alone says, my late great aunt had a brief obsession with family history. It all shut down after she found out the first horse thief. Yeah.
For
We got
legal
some
reasons,
nefarious
that's
characters in our family history as well.
Wait, I want to hear the horse thief thing.
Yeah, really. What's going on with that? Manfred says reformatting instead of shrinking would be better. I cannot read a text in my old box. No, I can't even. It's just too tiny. Too tiny.
That's like, okay, I was sitting here going through a pile of pictures from just random people back in the 1800s that have just like slowly filtered down up here. I need to get this picture out for you. And I asked about this one particular person. Oh, he was killed on the Natchez Trace. They found him tied up to a tree with a gunshot through his head. We're like, what? Yeah, apparently he was wanted down in what's the county? Drew County. And he left in a hurry and blah, blah, blah. Want to know more about that.
Rose says, just to let you guys know, all Reforged backers in the UK and ROW are now dispatched. EU should ship by Friday.
Excellent.
Woo.
Motion. We like motion is a very good thing.
Oh, where are we at on like European distribution? Like
GMS does our distribution over there, and they service everywhere. So
they service the whole continent too.
Yeah, and Australia. Really, we've got 3 distributors we're working with. I can't ever decide if I want to push that into bigger and to get more. But ACD does the United States, Universal does Canada, and GMS does the rest of the world. That's kind of how we're set up at the moment.
Woohoo!
And
40-something distributors. I just don't know if I want that.
Because of that, me and Steve have gotten really good at the palletizing in the back of the truck.
Yes.
Nice.
We're making some really, really pretty pallets now.
And we're gonna stop doing that. We'll be able to palletize on the floor of the warehouse
Well, that's just sad.
and pallet jack it into a truck.
That's just sad. No more dancing around the beast, huh?
Your success, Dakota, has saved us some labor.
No problem, buddy.
Odd
Will
one,
I
man.
be sleeping in the new factory? There's going to be a bathroom with a shower in the new factory. I requested that specifically. And there's 2 offices, one of which is going to be Steve's office, and then my office. So yes, Steve's office will be my bedroom. Yeah. Live out there.
Odd One Man asks, how do you know this will make this one an adventure and publish it? You might have many ideas, but what makes you publish like an adventure over like?
So the hard part about that actually is writing it all the way to the finish. I've got dozens of ideas that I've started and dozens that Davis have started that have never seen the light of day. They're just in a file called Davis and a file called Steve in the concept folder. But when one actually gets finished, that's when it's moved forward to editing.
Yeah,
Whoa!
so it just.
I think we just got a tree.
Oh,
Ooh,
Right.
what type of tree?
what type of tree did they buy?
I don't know. I don't know if I can see that, but I think
A
someone
weeping
just
willow.
went in on a tree.
Sweet.
Someone did go in on a tree.
Woo!
We'll have to get what type of tree in kind of the after action, I think. But if you are out there and have places, check the comments and see if they're going to let us know. That is very, very cool.
Who bought the tree?
Woohoo!
That's-
Show yourself.
I will be the first to pee on it. What? I didn't say
God!
that.
That can't be.
Was that Tux? Or is Tux just celebrating with us?
I don't know, I can't tell.
I don't, Chuck does all of the back
It's
end of the backer
exciting.
kits. I've not really got into the. It was Chuck's Fluffy. Oh no, it was not. So Chuck's in a car at the moment driving. I'll have to navigate this as I find.
Hang on, I bet I can find him. Not to put him on blast immediately.
Yeah.
It's Robert. Their name is Robert. I'm not gonna dox their full name just in case, because
No,
you
that's
never know
fine.
if someone wants their whole name out. But hey, Robert.
No, well, you got to give the social security number so we don't congratulate the wrong Robert.
So
Right,
the
yeah,
tree
super
will be
important.
picked. The tree will be picked in the after action. They have 10 choices here. Grace put a fantastic graphic up there on the page. You can see it. I can't. Or 8 choices. Maybe it's 8. It's
It's
6 right now.
6, I
seven,
think.
7 choices.
That red buckeye is just a really pretty. But I gotta say, of all of these trees on there, the black maple I think is the prettiest of all of them.
The
Yeah.
black maple.
Wait,
is
I'm
pretty
on
cool.
the backer kit page?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the black maple also had. So each of the trees is going to have to be spaced out fairly precisely.
I don't
so
know. I'm
that-
a sycamore guy.
I like
Yeah.
all.
That's what I was thinking. I like the
Things that
sycamore.
Davis- I
I'm
want
a sycamore guy. I like
Yeah.
sycamores.
when we lay the grove out. There's not enough water for a sycamore there.
Yeah.
When we lay the grove out, I want space, for these trees to completely,
Yeah.
spread out the whole thing.
Yes.
So these will be like pasture trees and not forest trees, so that they'll get their full what is it called, crown.
Yeah.
They're going to have a low crown and build up. So
I don't know. So like when you look at the sycamore, Steve, you'll know what I'm talking about when Rick's laying underneath the tree on the side of the hill.
Oh, sycamore! I was thinking cypress. Cypress.
Oh
is-
yeah, sycamore. He's laying under and the shiny thing. He just cut Negan's neck,
Yes.
and he's just laying there under the sycamore tree, watching all the walkers go by.
Sycamore's a pretty tree. It's a very.
It's a
pretty-
gorgeous tree. It's a gorgeous.
Willie says, will the new factory have a shop dog or shop cat? If I move down to Arkansas, we'll have a little doodle
There you go.
running around. If I can bring a puppy.
a shop-a-doodle.
A shapadoodle.
You can bring the shapadoodle, so we'll have 5 acres for him to run around on. So.
Yep. And a fertilizer plant right nearby. So a lot of stuff to smell.
What we need to do is fence it, but I don't know if I want to do that. That's a lot of work. That's a whole,
You're gonna have to fence it.
at some point, you think,
I'm excited by that idea.
Yeah, I mean,
Commander? Unless it's too close to the house. You want to?
yeah, I
He's
think you're
very
gonna have to.
sleepy.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to fence it. Eventually, yeah.
I definitely want to post the end.
We're gonna put a crinkle wall up.
There you
All
go.
rounded.
Yeah.
That would be very cool.
You know what we need to do? We need to go out there with a backhoe and dig a hole and fill it with water so that I can drive my four-wheeler through it. Go out there and get muddy on my
Things we
four-wheeler.
need to do and things we don't need to do.
Go out there and get muddy.
Build a skate park on it.
Oh, there you
Full
go.
range.
I'm actually
A driving range for golf balls? Oh,
Yes.
hell yeah.
not big enough for a driving range, is it?
Come on.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
How much room do you need? All you need is room to swing.
You need like 400 yards. That's
I
it.
thought you needed to shoot it way down, whatever. Doesn't
Dude, if
How
you could
good
hit
of a
ball
golfer are you,
further
Steve?
yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Good night.
Yeah.
No, you only need like 400 yards.
And you put one of those nets up at the end, those
Yeah,
400-foot tall nets. Then you build like this balcony whole thing
yeah.
so that people can come and watch. And you make it 4 or 5 tiers.
No, Davis, I saw a picture. I
Of
saw a
Coliseum.
picture the other day. It's this vast forest for almost as far as you can see. And in the middle of the picture is this small clearing. It's about an acre and a little house in it. So I'm kind of thinking that as opposed to a driving range. We just cover all 5 acres in trees.
Yeah, no. Move the shop to the middle. Have them drop the stuff off at the street, and
Welcome
you
in,
just go
Tank.
over with a flat jack and pick it up, bring it back to the little shop. Oh, that'd be cool to put it underground.
What, the shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, but ventilating it would be horrible.
It would keep it safe from tornadoes.
It would, but ventilating it would be horrible.
Yeah, that's
I would be in there for like 25 minutes, and then the glue and the ink would kill me.
All the paper dust.
Yeah,
Hey,
you might as well
Dakota-
back a pickup truck in there with a hose hooked to the exhaust pipe.
That sounds like a you problem.
Odd One Man has a good question. In your new place, will you have a playing room, like a game
Yep.
room?
Yes, there will be a conference room in there that
Potentially
10 by
pretty
20.
exciting. Maybe actual plays and that kind of thing.
that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think
Yep.
we can do it.
Very,
We just
very
need to get you
exciting.
to move down here to set it all up for us.
Done.
So I was actually thinking about that, Steve, for the conference table.
Yeah.
I think we should get. I don't know if we should do it right away, but I think eventually we should get like a giant like mahogany table with a wood inlay of our logo on it. I think would be so cool.
I was thinking milk crates and
Oh, good God. There we
Yeah,
go.
I'm with my brother on this. Milk crates and old freaking 2x4s. Hey, keep your
That's a great idea, Dakota. That'd be very cool.
no, keep your pallets. Let's build a table out of pallets.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dakota's like, no.
You guys are trying to turn my freaking warehouse factory into a flea market.
Oh,
We
there's
want
a
some
great
old-
idea.
We want some old glider chairs, a 1950s Dr. Pepper dispenser.
Hey, let me tell you, the stuff I made back in the 50s and 60s, it lasts longer than the stuff made
Yeah,
today.
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
We're making some help the other back.
That's why the cutter's still my favorite.
Should I bought my clock the other day, and of course it was supposed to work, and it didn't, so I had a clockmaker fix it. And that little clock that's about yay big, and it's a mechanical wind-up clock, has made me immensely happy. I just look at it and I get happy. I'm just immediately happy.
Hey, KevCon had a good idea.
What's that?
Build the table out of our old printer.
Yeah. That
That's
would be
a good
cool. You should do something.
Any
with
chance
it.
I get to destroy that old printer,
He
I'm all...
wants to set it on fire.
Dude, I want to blow that thing up so bad.
If we find a way to do that, let's make a video
Thank you,
out of it.
Brian.
Yes, we will make a video out of me destroying the new printer. We'll do some.
Go out
what's
there with a
that movie?
hammer.
What's that movie where they're? Oh God, it's the three dudes. They're breaking the fax machine at the end of it. Office Space, right, or something?
Yes, Office Space.
Yeah, Office Space. Yeah, we're gonna go Office Space on the old printer.
Yes.
Awesome, dude. Crowbars. and
I
baseball
know
bats.
you haven't seen Office Space.
I've never even heard of Office Space.
Oh, it's so good. You gotta watch it. It's a
You
really,
actually would enjoy that.
I can imagine a fax machine being destroyed.
it's a really good movie.
It's real low key, slow, and it's got the greatest scene in it is so this guy. The premise is he gets hypnotized and he's in this kind of torpid state, not caring. Well, Jennifer Aniston, who he started to date, he's like, "I'm gonna quit my job," and she goes, "Well, what are you gonna do to pay bills?" And he's like, I never really liked paying bills. I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. It's
The dream.
Yeah, really. It's just hilarious. I see Vlad says, is TLG based on Little Rock, Arkansas? Looking at Google Maps to see where BB is located. So we are currently based in Little Rock. That's where the offices are. That's where the small print shop is now. We're moving to BB. BB is about 31 miles, I think, north, 30 miles north and east.
Yeah, it's about 30 miles.
Now up on, wait, they just renamed the highway from 67 to Interstate 57, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Interstate 57 now. Yeah, it's about 30 minutes from BB is a fast-growing town. They got, I don't know what all of this means, but the guy who sold us the land, Keaton, fantastic fellow, told me that BB just acquired a federal recognition for being a franchise town or something, which means it puts it on a list for larger franchises to look at to actually put in there. And the first thing, we didn't know this, we found this out at a gas station. Everyone there is so crazy friendly. We were talking to the young lady while we were buying some Dr. Peppers, and she said Shorty Smalls, was that it? Shorty Smalls had just opened up, and everyone was concerned that it would take business from Martha Jean's Diner into Shorty Smalls. But
It will.
Martha Jean's was loaded up with folks. Yeah. Shorty Smalls is, it's whatever, but Martha Jean's was some damn good food. Oh my God, was that good food?
Yeah. It was so freaking good.
I didn't know what a hamburger steak
like I
was.
said earlier, top 3 sweet teas I've ever drank. Now that's, for Southern people, they know that if the sweet tea is good, the food is good. If the sweet tea is not good, the food is not good. Just that's how you do it. It's gotta.
They use skillets too.
Yes, Kevin.
Skillets, yeah.
Martha Jean's does.
If you can go in the back and sit with the cook while they're cooking, then you're at a phenomenal place.
Yeah.
And you go to Helena, Arkansas. I can remember it in Helena, Arkansas. The cook invited me back while she was cooking dinner for everyone. And I was like, this is, with her whole family sitting back there, they're all cooking dinner. We just sat there and talked.
There's a place in Cave City that's like that. It's really good. Really good food. Thank you, Gold Public. That's one of the things that I was very insistent on. We all were, Davis certainly was, that we didn't want to just put another corrugated iron building up that houses TLG. We want the building to actually look nice, and then we want to landscape it. Not only are we going to do, we're really not offering this because it just gets too complicated, but the Grove will be back behind the building. Yeah, we may do Davis's wall. I like the idea of that because that solves actually a problem. The back corner of the property is on a neighborhood, and I don't want our stuff in any way to interfere with people living, their normal lives. So we don't want any of that. So that Crinkle wall Davis talking about would be kind of cool back there to kind of separate the two. Plant some trees in there, but we're gonna make sure there's grass and hydrangea bushes.
Yeah, this is one of the things I was insisting on, and Steve backs me up on this. If you put 1 acre down for like development or whatever, you're going to put 1 to 2 acres down for turning it right back to nature.
Yeah, we gotta do something. We're big fans of being good stewards of the land, so we'll have this stuff here, and then we'll do everything. And Peter had this great idea, and we're going to do it one way or the other. So the way we're kind of thinking at the moment, when you pull up to the property, there'll be a walkway that goes to the front door, and you can see what the front door is going to look like on the backer kit campaign, and that's where we're going to put these bricks. Now, I think we're going to do a second walkway on the side of the building, on the right side, where you can walk all the way down past the main office building, the print shop, past the warehouse, and into the Grove, and we're going to brick that as well. Well, I kind of think we're going to do interspace, maybe some Bradford pears, though those aren't indigenous, probably dogwoods. Every 40 feet or so that you actually will have this tree-covered, flowered path as you walk back to the Grove. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I think that would be very, very cool. The only problem is dogwoods require shade to grow in, good and healthy, and there would be no shade.
No, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
No, that's like up here. So I haven't gone down and cut down any of the saplings and short trees up here down in the woods. Just to get the native species to grow back, the undercarriage. I have something like 27 dogwoods now, if not more.
That's
And
awesome.
most of them came into bloom this year. So at the right
For those
time.
of you who don't know, what a dogwood is, a small tree. It grows what, Davis, 30 feet maybe, and
Yeah, they're not very tall.
not very
34
tall.
feet.
They have this for about 6 to 10 days in the spring. They have these beautiful, beautiful white flowers that come. You can get pink dogwoods too, but
All I ask is we don't put any freaking crepe myrtles out there. My God. That is the most aggravating tree on the planet Earth.
they require a lot of work, and it's like
When
a
they
breath
drop those
of air.
little buds all the time, it's just annoying.
They're pretty trees, but they can't take the wind very well, so you kind of have to have them with other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they need to be buried.
Transplant Bradford.
And then
Yeah,
what's
we're going
the
native. Gold Davis is a big. He does all of the the planting, and he was the one that first said when I said let's put some trees back there. He said make sure they're native. So we're definitely doing native trees.
Yeah, we don't want to deal with any not. We don't want to deal with I don't know whatever. I was a landscaper for a while, and you know, it doesn't matter. There's so many invasive species that wreck habitats, and I think there should be an effort to bring back because there are enough. Like even here in Arkansas, we have tons of flowering trees that have been pushed aside for various and sundry reasons for more ornamental trees. And I love myself some ornamental trees. One of my favorite trees is a mimosa. I love mimosas. If I could plant mimosas, I'd have them all over the place, right? But the deer love mimosa trees, so they kill them all, the babies. But yeah, I think an attempt to go back to native species is a good idea.
It's good too because, and I've seen this all over the place. People plant decorative trees and they just can't. They die.
They die.
Then you got a tree that you've had for 5 or 6 years and it's dead. Now you got this. Though I did like someone mentioned that we should offer another tree, a dead tree, a haunted tree. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be pretty cool.
I can take a few from up here and bring down there.
There is one tree kind of interestingly placed on the property. It's not centered, but there's a bunch of trees on either side. Yeah. Do we have a picture? We need to get.
You've sent me some pictures, I think.
Need to
I've
get
got that. Well, we've got that video of the walkthrough.
We'll get some pictures up here in a few minutes. But there's one tree. I haven't even actually gone to see what it is, and kind of in the center at the back of the property there. How many trolls could a troll lord troll if a troll lord could troll trolls? Since we can't count any of us, you should have seen Dakota and I struggling with the pricing sheet yesterday.
Oh.
It was painful to be a part of, much less to watch. So
Oddworm Man
Oddworm Man
asks,
had a
what
question.
is your personal wish for the new place?
Grace.
That it's just the beginning. That it's the first facility, but that like in the next 25 years of business, because we turned 25 years old last year, we're doing even more and even bigger and all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah, I want an Amazon-sized warehouse
Yeah.
with so.
I think it would be cool. So this would be really cool. It would take a much larger piece of property though, to have like a print shop that does all the books, hardbound down, right? Then a dice shop that does the dice, and then like a shop that does miniatures, like a miniature shop, and then like an ancillary shop that does, like tables or the dice trays and all kinds of stuff like that. Like a big, huge one-stop shop. And then in the center of it is like the TTRPG community with like some like mixture of castle and Hobbit Town and medieval village and Renaissance fair. That would be a really, 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 really cool thing to have.
That'd be badass, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, like host events there.
I think my dream is that we just get big enough that I can take some fundage. I can like pull out a loan from the Bank of Steve and go open a Riverside Bar and Grill in Little Rock.
Yes.
So you could like pull your boat up to it and then get on a dock and go drink some margaritas and eat a steak and then get back on your boat and go away.
You
know,
buy
you
that
know
one
that's-
lot on the lake. That you almost
Wait, isn't
bought.
there a river up there?
There's a river, yeah, it's called the Arkansas River.
There's a submarine on the Arkansas River.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Okay.
called the USS Razorback. It was owned by the Russians and then the Poles and then us.
the Turks had it. Yeah.
Or the Turks, yeah, that's right. Not the...
Okay, I think buying a submarine and putting it on the Arkansas River and opening it as a bar would be.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool, actually, yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm with Grace. I just want to see this thing grow. I think it would be very cool to kind of sprawl out over this, make the whole thing this nice kind of work environment.
Yeah.
I would really, honestly, if you push me in a corner, I'd like the whole building to be brick, to be made in that kind of classic 19th century, or even.
Yeah, there's. I meant to send you some pictures on my last trip up through New England. We went through several small towns. Oh, first.
St. Louis, if you drive through St. Louis,
Yes.
has some of the prettiest brick factory buildings you're ever going to see. Those things built in the 1800s, 1900s.
There was that one city too when we were driving to Maine. I can't remember what city it was, but they had a lot of really pretty architecture, like factory buildings. Was it Cincinnati when we skirted around? There was a city we went through. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the city. Yeah, it was definitely up north.
Yeah.
But stuff like that would be very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If we get enough people buying bricks, then
That's right.
then we can.
That's true.
I can open my Cajun's Wharf style restaurant.
It'll be very small, Dakota. If it comes from the Bank of Steve, it will be extremely small.
Hey, that's okay. As long as somebody can pull up their boat to it and drink a beer.
The boat will have to be very small.
That's fine. I've got like a 12-foot
Probably
boat.
made of paper. You know, you can make.
Look, now we could do this. Wait, now we could do this. Just buy some land at Arkansas Point, and then just call it Chenault's Bordello, just like it was named in the
Oh, that's
1800s.
Isn't that where the
That'd be pretty
DR's
sick.
built there?
Yeah.
Yes.
So our
Yeah,
grandmother
float down.
mortified that Davis is saying this, but when our family settled in Arkansas in the 1700s, like 1790s or so, I don't know, whatever, way back when.
Oh, hey, let me interrupt you really quick. It looks like stream is dipping. Sorry. It might. Can everyone still hear us? This should be back now if there was a problem. We should be good now. Sorry.
All right.
We good?
So they opened. So he opened a
Hey, Tim.
what do you call it? A store
Chateau.
on Arkansas Point, and it offered entertainment. It was not legal. May have been then. I don't know. Was it part of Spain at that point?
It was part of it was part of the French colony at that time, or French or Spanish colony.
I can't remember what was what, when was where.
It was legal at the time.
Yeah. So it would be Dakota's Cajun Wharf. Someone here said it'd be more like a hot dog stand. So yeah, it'd be kind of like a small.
I'll just be pushing a hot
It
dog
would be
stand
mobile,
down
a push cart. Yeah.
pushing it down the bank of the Arkansas River.
You got to start somewhere.
That's right. That's right. The problem is in Little Rock, most of that riverside space has been taken up and owned by Little Rock Parks and Recreation. So, and I don't think the city's gonna sell land for cheap, if at all.
If they will.
No,
Yeah.
they'll never sell it. There's no reason to sell it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they don't. Otherwise, that river would be full of like McDonald's and Taco Bells and stuff like that.
One man, we have one D&D title left that I can think of, and that's the Undying War, and that won't be long for us. But we're not making any more new dungeons.
What about the 5e Amazing Adventures? Does that count?
It sort of counts. Yeah, that's in liquidation. So we have 2 titles. Gaxmore sold out. There may be another. Player's Guide to Eric. So we have 3 old titles that we'll phase out very soon. Soon we'll donate the remnants of them to conventions and ship them on.
And space filler for trash cans.
Yeah, and DTRPG is the only place you'll be able to get them. I don't know if we're going to DX those, just leave them up forever.
We just need to look at any of the numbers and see if it's any. Yeah, if it's worth keeping. D&D wants that exactly. Castles and Crusades is the only way to go.
This is true. Or Amazing Adventures. Barsoom, eventually.
It was weird. I realized the other day, like, it's been a couple years since I played any D&D. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Oh.
I
Oh yeah, I remember that when we first moved over to Castles and Crusades, and we just D&D just sort of AD&D disappeared. Steve was the holdout. He was the holdout on AD&D.
I held on to AD&D until 2006, and then surrendered it.
And little did he know that we were all playing CNC characters while he was running it.
The ironic thing is when we play the big game, Todd still insists we play AD&D, but I just play CNC, and he's the only one at the table playing AD&D.
There's 3 different game systems in there. And remarkably, it works fine.
Works just fine. He doesn't give a crap.
How hold on. Vlad, how far east are you talking? Because I don't think so. I think that's actually super wet. I think West Arkansas is more dry because you're heading into Oklahoma and Texas, like Amarillo territory, right? Isn't East Arkansas pretty wet?
Yes. What's the question he's talking about?
He said, question, it's not game related, but looking at the map of Arkansas, is the land east of Little Rock and BB really dry, almost desert-like?
No.
I think it's quite the opposite. I think it's like super wet.
Arkansas not only has a phenomenal amount of water, it's just insane how much water is down here. It's why it's so humid, but east of the interstate, so north of both interstates, if you look at 40 and 57, which is northeast Arkansas, that was actually a gigantic swamp that was all drained, and it's now all, drained back in the 1830s or 40s or whatever. Pretty sure, if I remember my history yet correctly, an entire caravan of Spanish conquistadors vanished in northeast Arkansas. They were just consumed by the swamps, and they went in and never came out. Yeah. There's huge aquifers in northeast Arkansas that every now and again they do reports that these things are being drained, but it doesn't, it doesn't seem like it's happened yet. Huge amount of rainfall in northeast Arkansas, huge amount of rainfall all over Arkansas, but northeast is wet. But it's not so where we are in BB, which is a little bit closer to Arkansas and out of the aquifer regions. It's a little bit drier. So we're not on a floodplain or anything. We shouldn't have to worry about that. Of course, you never know. Rain falls and water goes where it wants to go, and there's no stopping it. But we should be pretty good.
Yeah.
There's no really dry areas.
I think if you want to like talk about the driest, is I would say southwest Arkansas, like when you're getting towards like Oklahoma and Texas, that's like the driest part of the state, but even still it's wet.
Yeah, but just to reiterate, Arkansas is a subtropical zone. Okay? Yeah. We get metric tons of water. We get more rainfall on average than Thailand, Cambodia, and several other places that you think of as heavy.
The Amazon rainforest.
I wonder what we are in comparison to the Amazon.
Actually,
but anyway, it's a lot of water that falls here. The driest area is probably going to be the Red River Valley, only in late summer and early fall, and the eastern portion, the Ozark Escarpment, which just drains water so quickly.
One of the funniest things you'll see in
karst environment,
West Arkansas, is this gigantic pipe that's built up on these platforms that goes into Texas, and it's water. They're sending water to Texas. So
now the drawing line, the tree line though, is actually fairly stark from Arkansas to Oklahoma, because the tree line runs right inside Oklahoma, about 20 or 30 miles.
Go Sooners.
Yeah, right inside Oklahoma is where the tree line stops, and it's where the settlement line stops, right? You can look at old settlement patterns, and even up to this day, you can see where the water stops. And it's about 20, 30 into Oklahoma and about 20 into Texas. And there's a stark rainfall pattern difference, significant enough that it stopped settlement. I mean, just look at the settlement patterns, population distribution. You can see where the trees are, where the water is. It's really sort of cool.
Yeah.
And when I was coming back, when I'd work out west, out in the desert and everything, and I'd head back east, come visit family, I knew it's like it would go from the browns of the desert, just all these shades of brown and red, and then you get into Arkansas, and it's like a deep, dark jungle, like all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's funny coming to this state. Kathy said to me once years ago, as my wife had said, she came back from Chicago from a business trip, and she was like, I figured out why people worry about trees all the time. Because they're in places like Chicago where there aren't any. If you come to Little Rock, which is the capital of Arkansas, and you go out to West Little Rock and you just look east, you see this giant forest with a few skyscrapers sticking out of it. Yeah. It's just absolutely crazy. There's awesome. So many trees in Arkansas, it's nuts. Yeah. I've got I'm in the middle of Little Rock, and I got a forest in the backyard there.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
There's just trees everywhere. So Vlad asked, is it humid in Arkansas? Yes, it's very humid in Arkansas.
Oh my God.
It kicks in at about May-ish, maybe
When all the rainfall starts, yeah.
Yeah, and then it just stays humid into September. We usually have about 90% humidity up to about 110% humidity. Is that right, Davis?
Yeah, it's about 150 every freaking day.
Yeah, right now it's 78%.
I love the humidity. Davis does not care for it so much.
78% humidity right now. The actual temperature is 85, but it feels like 97.
Ooh.
I don't know what any of that means. Feels like 97. It's 85 degrees.
But it feels like 97.
That makes
It
no
has
sense.
to, it has to do with the evaporation point and the capacity of your body to cool itself. So the higher humidity, the more
Just
difficult.
made up. It's just made up. It's 85
It's conspiracies. It's
It's
conspiracies.
85 degrees outside.
You're trying to sell weather maps. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes the wind blows, sometimes it doesn't. Yes, Agile Monk. Fort Benning is. I did jump school at Fort Benning, and I remember it was so funny. Fort Benning is more humid than Arkansas. I will tell you that. I remember falling into formation at 4:30 in the morning, and I don't sweat a lot, but everybody in that formation would hardly be sweating. And I was like, "Good God, the sun's not even up yet. This is ridiculous."
Hey, Grace, I
Yeah.
just sent you an image of population distribution inside the United States. That image
Ooh.
directly correlates to rainfall and tree distribution in America. Almost directly correlates.
I would have
And you can
guessed
see-
that from reading Engineering Villages.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Taught me a thing or two about a thing or
nice
two.
plug. Nice plug. He doesn't go outside, Kipcon. That's why.
I go outside all the time. Dakota and Todd are always. Why are you? Because when we go to move warehouse stuff, they're like, "Why are you in jeans?"
He's insane.
I wear jeans and shirts. Yeah, I do all the time.
He is insane.
This
I
is the
wonder-
map.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see where it stops.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's where
The wetland.
that's where the trees stop.
I got
Right
you.
there. And you can, for those of you in Oklahoma, as you move east, you know exactly what anyone who's gone across through that tree zone knows exactly, because it goes from literally nothing to
trees.
suddenly you're in a freaking jungle, like in 5 minutes, it seems
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, Courtney lives in Oklahoma, or not lives, but her family's in Oklahoma. And when we drive over there, it's Oklahoma it's a pretty state though. I like
It's a
Oklahoma.
beautiful state. It really
Beautiful
is.
state. I really like that state.
Especially Western Oklahoma. I'm very, very fond of Western.
That's where her family's from. And it's super dry and
I like the gulches, and then you've got that kind of terraced land where you got a little bit of a cliff, and a plateau and a cliff. It looks really, really cool.
oh,
That's
I've
one of
been
those.
I've been down to southern Louisiana. It is.
you out there gator hunting.
It's humid in southern Louisiana, even
You
for
out there
me.
gator hunting.
Yeah.
I live in the swamps of Louisiana. Louisiana, as soon as you get out of once you pass, now Louisiana too, crazy beautiful state. Northern Louisiana is just
It's a good looking state.
huge trees, Spanish moss, little bodies of water everywhere.
Yeah, I love the Spanish moss. I don't know if that's when I quit though. I was doing a survey from the Louisiana border up to Texas.
We're all getting
And I remember when I was standing like waist deep in a swamp in water. I'd been through it, was surrounded by devil's walking sticks. And I had whatever left in the day ahead of me. And it was morning, and I'd already gone through 2 gallons of water. I carried like 5 gallons of water in these milk jugs with me to do the survey. And I was already like literally, I think nearly halfway through with my water. I was like, I'm not going to get through this freaking day. But that's the day I decided I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm out. I'm going out west.
So
Alan asks, do you get giant redwoods or are they just Pacific Northwest? Those are, I think, almost all in the Northwest. I don't think there's any redwoods elsewhere. Davis?
I think no, they're not. They're not native to any other place other than the Northwest. Except I do think that we have cut down so many redwoods. It's one type of redwood or a species of redwoods. We've cut nearly all of them down. England, during their botanical period of bringing all the trees over to England and growing them, have managed to have more than we did from a tree from the Pacific Northwest.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We need to go get them. We want our trees back.
Yeah, we're going to come in to get our trees. 11 super carriers lining up.
give us the tree. Speaking of, Gold earlier said so many trees it's nuts. At least the pecan trees.
Yes.
We should plant pecan trees.
That's a good idea.
Pecan trees are beautiful. They're beautiful trees. There's a lot of pecan farms here, and that's
Love
what we
pecan trees.
So we keep talking about what to do with the rest of this acreage. What is it, Davis? Black walnuts and pecans. We
Black walnuts and pecans.
We could turn TLG into an agri company as well. So we could start doing. Because black walnuts, huh?
And pecan's my favorite nut. So I want pecan trees. I actually suggested fruit trees on there, but my brother put the kibosh on fruit trees.
Trees are so hard to keep alive.
But you could put some Arkansas black apples and some peach.
So that everyone knows, one of the key points of the factory and what we're doing going forward is to make sure that Dakota stays in the factory working on TLG and not wander around. He's talking about, what were you talking about the other day, a zero-turn mower? Because what he really wants to do is just mow the property and fart around outside.
Yeah.
That's what he really wants to do.
Yeah. I love mowing grass. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world. And I love doing it with a zero-turn mower because they are awesome.
So we're going to get you a little just a little push mower that doesn't have a motor.
Yeah, damn it.
We can do that.
I want my zero-turn. Also,
right.
Agile Monk, no, I am not a Rico Jedi Master yet. I know maybe 3% of what this machine can do.
You're on your way, young Padawan.
I'm on my, yes, I am a Padawan in training. I'm waiting. Yoda will be here in 2 to 3 weeks to train me. So I know how to print something. I know how to click the print button on it. And I know how to make paper bigger. That's about it.
I know how to make paper bigger.
Yeah.
Get an iron and iron it out.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, there's when that dude was going through all the settings and stuff yesterday, and I was sitting behind him watching. It was really funny because I looked like a 5-year-old watching their parents do something. I had a bag of Chex Mix, and I was just sitting there crunching, like munching Chex Mix right behind this Rico technician while he's sitting there programming and tippity tapping and stuff, and I'm just sitting there just watching.
Nice.
It's really funny. I felt kind of bad. I probably shouldn't have been eating Chex Mix behind him, but. You know,
eating Chex Mix.
Yeah, dude, I was like standing there like a 5-year-old watching his dad work on a car, just flabbergasted. You know,
you were very excited yesterday.
I was very excited yesterday. I got a freaking spectrometer. That's cool.
That's very cool.
All right. On that happy note, let's see. Is the machine roll fed so it can cut paper to size? It is not roll fed. No, we will have to pre-cut the paper.
No, our cutter is right.
Yeah, we have a local paper distributor and a cutter of our own. We can do that. So should be good. So we're going to start winding this launch party down. I know that Davis has to hit the road here in a minute, and Dakota's got a whole lot of binding to do that he's already a day or so behind on. So
yeah,
I got some quarterly reports to do. Yay! And
yeah, I was hoping that this stream would last for a while.
I know Grace is anxious to get back to her social media.
I have so many emails.
And email.
Yeah. Hey, the backer train just went back to 7 minutes 48 seconds, so we can't right now. We at least have 7.
We'll think about the next backer train. Plus, it's lunchtime for me. I gotta get something to eat. So
everyone, share with your friends. Tell them this is happening. That'd be a huge help. We don't have any like marketing assistance on this campaign, which totally like makes sense because this is kind of a weird little non-traditional. Yeah. Not really crowdfunding campaign, but sort of like a campaign, kind of a celebration. It's weird. We don't have any help with marketing, so hey, tell your friends.
Yeah.
If you want. If you
let everybody know.
Yes.
Speaking of Steve, I don't know. Did we ever land on? Commander Pete just said looking forward to seeing my brick. Are we gonna like video the bricks and send it out to people so they can?
Yeah, we'll definitely do. You and I'll do a walkthrough at some point.
I was just curious. I didn't know how we were going to go about that.
We'll do something.
We're going to build a yellow brick road.
And if we end up doing Davis's Crinkle wall, we'll do it that way too.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think the Crinkle wall is cool.
It's all
cool.
It's super cool.
What I don't know in what application though. You know what I mean?
We would put the Crinkle wall in the grove itself.
In the grove, okay.
The trees, everything would then be in the grove. Well, the wall, I guess, wouldn't, but you'd have the wall that kind of go around the grove, and I think
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And I could come over and just keep adding to it over the years, just like randomly come over for a weekend and just like or we could hire an actual mason. That would be.
Why would we want to do that?
Yeah.
Hey, you laid the walk on my porch, and it looks fantastic. It's lasted for what, 15 years?
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
I
I did.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that, Davis. I didn't know that until like 3 or 4
Agile
weeks
Monk,
ago.
you can get as many bricks as you want. There's no limit on any of that. So if you want to do one for all your friends, however you want to do it, you're more than welcome to.
Or if you want to do a bunch of yours.
With all the
Just your
same
Over
name.
and over.
That would be hilarious. It's
If you want to.
That's
Again and again.
oh, John.
This is Agile Monk, Agile Monk, Agile Monk, Agile Monk.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, each brick is a letter. If he buys like, you know, every
yeah.
letter of his name, you just
Yeah.
J
Oh!
O
That'd be
H
pretty
N,
cool.
you know.
You could even put your favorite characters in there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ooh, I don't,
full brick wall into podium.
yeah. And and the Death Note, like dead character wall. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, Sir John Hawkwood died. Whatever.
All right, with that, let's wrap up with the dead character wall. Let's wrap up, and Grace will take us out of here. Thank you,
That
everybody,
sounds
for
good.
showing up today, and thank you for those who have jumped on board. Spread the word, and we will get this building built.
Very excited. Thank you everyone for watching. We will see you. When's our next stream? Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
We'll see you Thursday.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.